everyone. This is what was it for Webster 2025 on the CodeSangam 2025 in ZombieProcess. So we present to you FixCus. This is basically a platform where local people can report local issues and municipality admins can manage these issues. So basically, we divided the workflow into three types of users, which is a municipality admin, municipality staff, and the citizens. Other than that, there is a global admin who will manage all the municipalities. So this is the dashboard of the citizen. So a citizen can see all their reported issues. So basically all the issues that they have reported. So these are the dashboard issues. They are top voted and down voted issues of their locality. Other than that, they can see all the municipalities around the country. They can see all the municipality admins. They can see how many issues are taken up, how many issues are pending, how many staff are working for that municipality. And for each task, they can see all the images and the detailed timeline for each task that has been done under that issue. So, these are the basic dashboard features. Other than that, now what we will do is we have to publish an issue. So to publish an issue, the citizen can choose to upload the images in just any location and the images and using AI, we will analyze those images and description for the issue will automatically be generated for that image on the basis of the image. So if I just put in the location and if I just click on generate issue, so it's uploading the images and it's generating the issue for us. So once all of it is generated, you can just either accept to create the issue or delete this issue manually if you want to do it. It categorizes the issue based on its image and it gives a proper title and description. This helps in reducing the manual labor of the citizens. Now, once the issue is created, you can see the issues in the issues page for the user. Now, for each issue, they can see all the images and the detailed timeline for the issue. So they can also choose to vote that issue and pass comments on that issue. So once the comments, they can also choose to edit and delete the issues, or delete the comments. So now in the issues, you can also apply all sorts of filtering, like basis of this. You can just apply the filter based on title. You can see it finds it. Then you can also filter based on categories, all kinds of, and these only show the issues in their locality, that is their district. So other than that, to view all the issues, they can also view in the heat map section. In the heat map, it shows all the issues in across their issue in a heat map form. There you go. You can also have markers that's there for all the exact locations for the issues. So if you can see, these are the exact locations for the issues. And if you click on these markers, it redirects you to the issue in that area. So it helps in directly uh, finding out in exactly which area issue is happening and where it has been reported. This is extremely useful for the citizens so they can view and track all the issues properly. Now, once this is done, we have to go to the municipality admin, and the municipality admin is also divided into divisions based on the type of issue category. So basically, suppose there are waste management issues, they are handled by the waste management department, and road management issues are handled by the revenue. So we will get there to view. Hello everyone, this is now we are in the municipality admin section. Now the municipality admin can see all the issues that they have taken up that are currently pending. They can also search based on priorities and title. Other than that, they can see all the issues they have resolved and how much the feedback is there in those issues. Like these are all the feedbacks, and also we can generate citizen feedback summary using so there can be a lot of feedbacks. So basically, you can summarize all that feedback into one nice looking summary, and they can already see the metrics of that in one view rather than scrolling through probably hundreds of feedbacks. Also, within that, it will also be marked as not resolved. Some issues will be marked as not resolved in case they take up the issue when the deadline is missed. Other than that, you can also assign new municipality staff. They can only assign users who have logged into the website, and so they can just send the email and choose some of the expertises that they want. These are the categorical expertises that they can send, that they can set for each municipality staff. So once they can assign the staff, they can also view all the staff in their district. So for each staff, they can also see the number of issues they have been assigned in, the number of tasks, and they can also edit the areas of expertise for that user, sorry, municipality staff. Now, other than that, they can also check out the entire monthly analysis page. They can view all the issues, the most upvoted issues, the more downvoted issues, see all the upvotes and downvotes, see the completion rate, see the average completion time. They can generate a PDF which will be downloaded. Yeah, you can see it. It is being downloaded and it's showing brilliantly here. Other than that, they can also choose to download the CSV report, which will show entire issue details going on and that they have taken, that they have been assigned, and the entire thing is opening smoothly in Excel. Yeah, there you go. So, other than that, now let's go to the main action center. So, we have already created an issue. So, you can also filter the entire things here. So, if we just filter it, we can see all the types of filters are working here as well. Other than that, this is the issue that we just opened. Now, once the issue is open, we have to, the municipality has to take the issue. To take the issue, they can only have to set the deadline for completing the issue. Let's set it as this and just take up the issue. Once the issue has been taken up, its status has been marked as in progress. Other than that, you can assign a WhatsApp group link which can be joined by the staff members of its municipalities. Now, the municipality staff has been divided into three types of users, basically the supervisors, the coordinators, and the workers. So the supervisors manage the coordinators manage the workers. So now there's a cool suggested staff member section where we are analyzing the past work history of each of the staff members based on their areas of expertise, based on the amount of issues they have worked on, based on their past completion rate, and based on whether they have worked in this category of issues before or not. Means we can score here properly. And once the scores are generated, you can already see that these are the recommended staff members that you can assign to these type of issues. So you can choose to assign all and choose one by one. So these are the roles that you will be assigned in. Also, each issue will have only one supervisor. And if there are more recommendations to assign, once these five assigned, there will be another set of staff members. So at each time we are suggesting only five staff members. And once a supervisor is assigned, you can see that no other supervisor is being recommended at all. So once this is done, we can again see this in timeline. Everything is in the clients is picking up already started getting assigned. The proper timeline is being updated and the notifications are being seen via in-app notifications and also via email. Now let's go to the municipality staff size to see how this issue is being managed by the staff members properly. So now we are in the municipality staff section. So they can see the municipality staff dashboard that shows the total issues, the total tasks that they have been assigned, the pending tasks, and the overdue tasks, their issue completion rate, and the task completion rate. So this also shows the entire details and issues they have been assigned to as coordinator and as a supervisor. So this is the issue that we have just created an issue. So let's see. Yeah. So this was the issue we just created. So Yes, it is clearly showing that you have been assigned as a supervisor. And so supervisors, what they can do is they can assign tasks to the coordinators. Now, if you just assign some tasks, and you have to assign a deadline. So if you just assign the task, it is clearly showing that the task is assigned to this worker. Let's see. Let's assign first. Tasks have been assigned to the coordinator. Now let's look at the coordinator side of things. So once you get to the coordinator side of things, you can also see the dashboards. So once you go to here, you can also see the details through here. So they have been assigned as the coordinator, and as you can see, they have been assigned some tasks. These are the tasks that you just assigned. They can give task updates regarding these tasks, and then to complete the task, they have to send some task completion proof. So let's just say some proof, and let's just say some we have to upload some images. Basically, that's the proof that we generated. Once it proves here, it's showing proof submitted awaiting review. And so this has to be approved by the supervisor. Anything that coordinators will manage the workers assigned, so they can assign tasks to the workers. So let's give this a line and another one. Interesting. We can just assign these two tasks. Now let's go to the worker side of things. It's the same dashboard, and again the same type of dashboard. You can see all the issues, and there you go. Again, this is the issue that they have assigned. Okay, you can see that the timeline is being updated in real time. The tasks have been created. Other than that, you can also see the notifications are being shown properly. All the notifications for that user are being shown. You can choose to mark them as read, and they will be marked properly. Now you can do the same thing here. You can choose to give advanced updates, and you can choose to give proof. Also, what we have done is basically whenever a task is overdue, that is the deadline of the task has been crossed by the users, by the worker, the task automatically escalates to the coordinator. And so it's the coordinator's responsibility to fulfill the task. And if the coordinator also misses the deadline, then it is automatically escalated to the supervisor. The supervisor can then view all the issues that have come from below, and they can choose to configure themselves or reassign the task to the coordinator. We will be showing that later. Let's just show you the workflow here first. So once you can see this, and you can see, you can just choose it's approved this. Once it's approved, it will be showing clearly that the task has been marked as completed once it has been approved by your coordinator. Now, let's get the supervisor part and let's try rejecting the task proof. So, give it a refresh, and yeah. So let's reject the task proof that has been given by the coordinator. So once it's rejected, the task is automatically the status is updated as pending, and then the worker has to review the task and send a proper task completion proof once again. So this is the entire workflow of the task management. Now let's me show you how the task has been escalated from the user to the supervisor. I already have some previous data. I cannot show you this now because we are polling it using the cron join. So let's see. So we are now in the supervisor section of things, and they can see, as I told you, they can also see the installation of tasks. Like this is the supervisor section, and they can see that in this issue they have been assigned a task which has been completed by the supervisor. So let's see this issue. Uh, Overflowing public dustbins. Mm. So let's see this issue. Yeah, you can see that they have been assigned a supervisor when the task has been escalated from the workers or the coordinators. So because they did not complete it on their time, they have been escalated from the workers and coordinators. And they can choose to reassign it for the coordinator and complete it themselves. As it is already been marked completed, as it is being shown on the dashboard, you can see it. The buttons are disabled. Now, let's go back to the issue that we had created. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So this is the issue. Now, once all the tasks have been completed, the supervisor has to submit an issue registration form in which he can submit a summary and that they can also upload some images probably, and they have to rate each coordinator and worker on that issue. In this ratings, once the score is being calculated for each worker while the staff is being suggested. So you can see, so once the supervisor report has been generated, we have to go once in the municipality admin section. They can see the issue that was being posted. Okay, so this is the other one. So these are the issue that it was being posted. They can see the supervisor report that has been submitted. And also now the group is created by the ones who reported the issue, that is the citizens. So the citizens can revisit the issue and based on what task has been actually completed so that the staff can be held accountable for their tasks. So they have been, the citizens are allowed to send a feedback. And based on this feedback, the issue can be reopened by the supervisors in case the feedback is excessively negative or against the flow of things. So this is just to add even more control to the citizen and to make sure that the issue is being resolved properly. So we can just add good here. mm, like also there are different fields and it's a detailed feedback form basically. So once this feedback is submitted, you can easily see it in the municipal admin side of things. So you can see the specific feedback, it's a visual CV, non-negative feedback entries, non-negative feedback analysis. That is the summary for the feedback is always being generated by all the users, and the citizens in this case. So it is showing properly. And once it is done, this completes the flow of the issue from being reported to being solved by the users. So this is the journey, basically published issue, municipality picks up, admin assigns team, task is distributed, work is in progress, review, improve, the auto escalation thing as is shown, and the final summary, and the feedback summary that has been generated. Other than that, I've already showed the notifications, all the notifications are being shown, and emails are also being sent. Now let's move to the final section of things, that is admin side, that is the super admin side of things. So this shows all the users in the platform, the total number of municipalities. These are all the users, all the municipalities, and you can also filter based on states and districts. And you can view all the completed issues, and these are pending issues. And they can view it on the heat map. So as you can see, it is marked, every single issue is being marked. So one is in Indore. Most of it has been in Indore because we have separate divisions for for each municipality, only different issues. So this completely sets the single point of failure thing into the bin, basically because the all the issues are being seen decentralized based on their categories. So once that is done, okay, so for you to become a municipality, you have to first fill in an application. So this is in the login side of things, you have to first sign up as a municipality admin. And then you have to fill in an application form where you have to submit some documents. As you can see the submitting documents here. And based on that, you can see all the messages and the address. And based on that, you can approve your debt. So will anyone who will approve the municipality only then you can act and take actions as a municipality. So this prevents any random user from acting as a municipality. So let's approve this. In the dashboard, you can see all the completed issues. You can choose the issue. You can view the details of that issue and also view the feedback and generate the report that was shown you multiple times. So thank you very much for listening to me. This is the project um, FixCus. So thank you very much.